you are paying $847 every single month for things that millionaires get for free. I'm not talking about luxury items. I'm talking about basic financial services that you need but are being charged for because you don't know any better. And here's what makes me angry. The system is designed this way. The less money you have, the more you pay for everything. I'm going to expose all 7 of these bills, show you exactly how much they're costing you, and give you the specific steps to eliminate them starting today. Because every dollar you save on these scams is a dollar that can actually build wealth. Let's get into it. Bill 1. Bank fees. The average American pays $216 per year in bank fees, overdraft fees, monthly maintenance fees, ATM fees, minimum balance fees, paper statement fees. Here's the scam. Rich people don't pay any of this. Why? Because they maintain high balances that automatically waive fees, or because they know which banks don't charge fees in the first place. Let me break down the numbers. The average overdraft fee is $35. If you overdraft just once a month, which millions of Americans do, that's $420 per year. Add in a monthly maintenance fee of $12, that's another $144 per year. Use an out-of-network ATM twice a month at $3.50 each, $84 gone. Meanwhile, wealthy people use credit unions, online banks like Ally or Marcus, or maintain relationships with banks that waive everything. Here's what you do right now. Open a free checking account at a credit union or online bank. They exist. Chime, Ally, Capital One 360, 0 monthly fees, 0 overdraft fees if you set up direct deposit. Transfer your money this week. Stop donating to Wells Fargo and Bank of America. Bill 2. High interest debt. This is the biggest wealth killer on this list. The average American carries $6,000 in credit card debt at an interest rate of 21%. Do the math. That's $1,260 per year just in interest. Not paying down the debt, just servicing it. Rich people don't pay interest. They use credit cards for rewards and pay the full balance every month. But here's what they really do when they need to borrow. They use balance transfer cards with 0% APR for 15 to 21 months. Cards like the Citi Diamond Preferred or Chase Slate Edge will let you transfer your high-interest debt and pay 0 interest for over a year. Let's say you have that $6,000 at 21%. You transfer it to a 0% card. Instead of paying $1,200 in interest, you pay 0, and you use that year to aggressively pay down the principal. Even better, rich people use home equity lines of credit at 5% instead of credit cards at 21%. Your action step: if you have credit card debt, apply for a balance transfer card this week. Use a site like NerdWallet to compare offers. If you have equity in your home, talk to a credit union about a HELOC. The interest is usually tax-deductible too. Stop paying the poverty tax. Bill 3. Insurance overpayments. Americans overpay on insurance by an average of $780 per year. Car insurance, home insurance, life insurance, health insurance. Here's the secret. Rich people shop around every single year. Poor people set it and forget it. Insurance companies know this. They give you a great rate in year 1, then slowly increase it every year because they're betting you won't notice or won't care enough to switch. I see people paying $150 per month for car insurance when they could be paying $90. That's $720 per year just gone. Here's what rich people do. They bundle. Home and auto together saves an average of 16%. They increase deductibles. Going from a $500 deductible to $1,000 saves about 15% annually. When's the last time you filed a claim? Probably never. They ask for discounts. Good driver discount, multi-vehicle discount, paid-in-full discount, anti-theft device discount, professional organization discount. Most people qualify for 3 to 5 discounts they're not getting because they never asked. And they use independent insurance brokers who shop multiple companies in minutes instead of going direct to one company. Your action. Set a calendar reminder for this Saturday. Spend 1 hour getting quotes from at least 3 companies. I like Policy Genius for life insurance and Jerry or Gabby for auto. That 1 hour will save you $700. That's a $140 per hour wage for sitting on your couch. Bill 4 for Undays subscriptions. This one hurts because it's so prevented, because it's just again. This one was one of the biggest change. This one point, it's $173 per month in subscriptions. But here's the kicker. They actively use less than half of them. Streaming services they forgot about. Gym memberships they never use. App subscriptions on auto-renew. That free trial that converted to $30 per month. A study by West Monroe found that people underestimate their monthly subscription spending by over 200%. You think you're spending $80. You're actually spending $240. Rich people? They audit this quarterly. They use virtual credit cards through privacy.com so they can cancel with one click. They set calendar reminders before trial periods end. Here's your action plan. Tonight, open your bank statements from the last 3 months. Highlight every recurring charge. Cancel anything you haven't used in the last 30 days. Not might use someday, used in the last 30 days. Download an app like Truebill or Rocket Money. They'll identify and cancel subscriptions for you. For subscriptions you actually want, downgrade. Do you really need Spotify Premium? The free version has ads. So what? You just saved $120 per year. Do you need 5 streaming services? Pick 2. Rotate the others every few months. You've just saved $100 to $300 per month. That's $3,600 per year. Bill 5. Tax preparation fees. Americans spend an average of $200 per year paying someone to prepare a tax return that they could file for free. Here's the dirty secret. If you make less than $79,000 per year, you qualify for IRS Free File. TurboTax, H&R Block, they hide this from you. They want you to think you need to pay. Rich people? They either have complex returns that actually need a CPA, or they use the free tools because they're not wasting money on simple returns. Most Americans have W-2 income, standard deduction, maybe a kid or 2. That's a free return that takes 20 minutes. Your action. Bookmark irs.gov/freefile right now. When tax season hits, use it. If your return is actually complex, multiple businesses, investments, rental properties, then hire a CPA. But hiring H&R Block to enter your W-2 is burning money. That's $200 saved annually. Bill 6. Convenience fees. This is death by 1,000 cuts. Delivery fees, service fees, processing fees, convenience fees, booking fees. $2 here, $5 there. It adds up to an average of $312 per year. Rich people, they avoid convenience fees because they plan ahead. They don't pay Ticketmaster's $15 convenience fee because they buy directly from the venue box office. They don't pay DoorDash $12 in fees to deliver a $9 meal. They pick it up or cook at home. They don't pay a 3% credit card processing fee to pay rent because they use ACH transfer or write a check. They don't pay the ATM fee because they plan cash withdrawals. Your action. For the next 7 days, track every fee you pay. Write it down. At the end of the week, look at that list and ask, which of these could I have avoided with 5 minutes of planning? Most of them. Multiply that weekly number by 52. That's your annual convenience fee tax. Now eliminate it. Bill 7. The Financial Ignorance Tax. This is the most expensive bill on this list, and you can't put an exact number on it. It's the cost of not knowing how money works. Not understanding compound interest means you don't invest early, and that costs you hundreds of thousands over your lifetime. Not understanding tax-advantaged accounts means you pay more in taxes every year. Not understanding negotiation means you accept the first salary offer and leave $50,000 on the table over a decade. Not understanding how credit scores work means you pay higher interest rates on everything. Rich people invest in financial education. They read books, they take courses, they hire advisors, they ask questions. Poor people avoid it because it feels overwhelming or boring. But here's the truth. Every hour you spend learning about money will make you thousands of dollars over your lifetime. That's the highest ROI investment you can possibly make. Your action? Read one book this month. I recommend The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins or I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Follow 3 personal finance creators who explain things clearly. Learn the basics of investing, taxes, credit, and budgeting. The financial ignorance tax costs you tens of thousands per year in missed opportunities. Close the knowledge gap. Let's add it up. Bank fees, $216 per year. High interest debt, $1,200 per year. Insurance overpayments, $780 per year. Unused subscriptions, $32.76 per year. Tax prep fees, $200 per year. Convenience fees, $312 per year. Financial ignorance tax, unknowable but massive. That's over $10,000 per year that you're giving away for no reason. Money that could go into an emergency fund, into investments, into paying off debt, into building actual wealth. Rich people don't pay these bills, not because they're lucky, because they're informed. And now you are too. So here's what you're going to do. Pick one bill from this list, just one. Fix it this week. Next week, pick another one. In 2 months, you'll have eliminated all of these money leaks, and you'll have an extra $10,000 over the next year to actually build wealth with. If this video saved you money, hit the like button and subscribe for more content that actually helps you win with money. I'll see you in the next one.